Before you take mortgage advice from AI, remember this. AI is great at general information. It can explain how a mortgage works, generally. It can summarize loan programs based on the information that it has. It can even compare an FHA to conventional loans, to VA to USDA. But it has absolutely no idea whether you specifically qualify for any of them. So let me explain why that distinction could save you from making one of the biggest financial mistakes of your life. Hi, my name is Richard Sailing and I'm a licensed loan officer. And don't get me wrong, I love AI. I love all the creative things that it can do. And one of the most greatest productivity tools to ever come along has been AI. But lately I've noticed something happening. People are asking AI questions and relying on it solely to make their decisions. So, like, can I buy a house? Which loan should I get? How much house can I afford? And while AI gives an answer, it usually gives you a general answer based on the information that's out there on the internet already. It will not give you your answer. So, AI doesn't know your story. Think about this. AI doesn't know your credit report, doesn't know your income, your employment history, your tax returns, your assets, debts, or whether your income qualifies, whether your documentation meets underwriting guidelines. And without that information, no one, not even the smartest AI, can accurately recommend the best mortgage for you. So the same buyer can qualify for different loans. And here's something that surprises people. Imagine two home buyers, same credit score, same income, buying the exact same house. You'd think that they would get the same mortgage, right? Well, not necessarily. One buyer is self employed, the other is salaried. One receives bonuses, one has rental income, the other one had a 6-month employment gap. One served in the military. One of them may be buying a condo, and the other one is buying a manufactured home. Suddenly, their options can look very different. Now, look at one person is buying a house at $150,000 or $200,000. Another one is looking at a jumbo loan over $1 million. Those factors all play a part in the mortgage decisions. And that's why mortgage lending isn't a one size fits all. And AI doesn't know the property. So let's say AI tells you, yes, you qualify. Fantastic. But is the property eligible? Does the condo project meet lending requirements? Is it on the FHA approved list? Is it in a flood zone? Is there an HOA? Does the appraisal support the value? Those factors can affect a loan just as much as your finances. And AI doesn't know which house you're buying. So this is where mortgage lending becomes real. And this is when you need a human licensed loan officer. A loan isn't approved because someone answered a question online. It's approved because documentation supports the loan. Because at the end of the day, lenders are taking a risk on whether you'll pay back the loan. So can your income be documented? Can your assets be verified? Are there large deposits to explain? Has employment been verified? We need to know these answers before we lend you hundreds of thousands of dollars. And those aren't questions that AI can answer without reviewing your actual file. So here's where AI is amazing. And this may surprise you. I actually encourage my clients to use AI. You want to know what the PMI is? Ask AI. You want to know what the escrow is? Ask AI. You want to better understand what your debt to income ratio is and what that calculation is? Ask AI. What's the difference between an FHA and conventional? Ask AI. It's fantastic for learning these basics. Then bring these questions to me, your licensed loan officer, and then we can apply that knowledge to your specific financial situation. And here's the question that AI can't answer. Instead of asking, what's the best mortgage? Ask, based on my income, my goals, the property I'm buying, in the zip code I'm buying, and my documentation, what's the smartest mortgage option for me? And that is what you would bring to your licensed loan officer. And that's where I come in. And that's where we bring in the value. Think of AI like WebMD. Ever looked up a headache online? 5 minutes later, you're convinced you got 6 rare diseases. WebMD gives general information. The doctor gives you diagnosis. AI gives information. A mortgage professional gives advice based on your specific circumstances. One educates, one is general, the other evaluates. And you need both. So technology has made buying a home a lot easier. It's made us be able to get in front of more home buyers easier. And it's taken a lot of the daily grind out of our jobs, which is fantastic. It's made the whole process even simpler. And every borrower is still different, though. Every property is different. Every loan file is different. So use AI to become a more informed buyer. Then work with the licensed professional who can take care of you and take all that information and apply it to your unique situation. And that's how you make confident home buying decisions. So, if you have a mortgage question, of course, ask AI, then ask me, and we'll compare the answers. And if your answers are the same, fantastic. You've learned something. And if they're different, I'll explain why. Either way, you're making a more informed, better decision. And if you'll enjoy this practical mortgage advice without the sales pitch, subscribe to more of my videos, like the button down below, smash that like button, share my content, leave a comment, tell me if you like it or not, and at the end of the day, buy with confidence.